Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Natural-Born Gamers Commentaries. And today we're going to be doing Medieval, one of my favorite
Go
of the
fuck
few,
yourselves.
one of my favorite of the few games for the PlayStation 1.
I've never played it.
Yay. Me neither.
Well, did you guys ever own PlayStation 1s back in the day?
I still have my original, remember?
Yeah, but
I no longer have mine, but I did used to have one.
the only game I remember that you had, Eric, was what was it, Siphon Filter?
Yeah, it's like a precursor to the Splinter Cell games, I think.
I think so. I don't know. I always found those. I heard those games are really good, but I heard they're also difficult.
Whoa, you have no idea.
Well, I can't read that text.
They're like the Ninja Gaiden to PlayStation 1.
Okay, well, since you brought that up, Chris, let me just explain the whole story of Medieval. The whole story of Medieval is that you play as a corpse named Sir Daniel Fortesque. What Sir Daniel Fortesque was actually a soldier who fought in his town's. His town was being taken over by this evil necromancer called Zarok, and the great battle of Gallowmere took place. And apparently, when the battle happened,
Lost interest.
Sir Daniel Fortesque, well, guess what? You're listening to it no matter what, fuckface.
Well, I
Yeah.
actually want to know.
Yeah, well,
I'm actually interested.
Sir Daniel Fortesque was the leader of the whole army, and he charged into the Battle of Gallowmere with Zarok's army, and supposedly they say that he won, but the stories over the years have been twisted because Sir Daniel Fortesque never really won. In fact, everybody has always twisted the stories over the years. Actually, in truth, when the war actually started, Sir Daniel Fortesque was actually the first one to charge in and the first one to die.
Cool story.
Yeah. So everybody thinks that he's this hero who stopped Zarok a long time ago, but nope. He was the first one to charge and then the first one to die. The first arrow that shot, it got him, he died.
That's funny.
Wow.
Well,
Nice.
one thing I love about Medieval is that it's a game that it has a gothic type of
Is that what?
It has a gothic type of architecture
Oh,
to
shit.
it. Yeah, that's Zarok. That's the guy who supposedly he defeated, but he never really defeated because, well, he was the first one. He was pretty much FIFO, first in and first out. But what I love about Medieval is that for its gothic atmosphere, it's a game that doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's not too much of a parody. It has its funny moments.
So it's Conquer Reloaded?
No, Conker's more parody than anything else. I swear, like in Conker, you can't really take some things seriously, but Medieval's one of those games where it has a nice balance of seriousness to it, also with some comedy. But it tries not to be too funny. And that's why I enjoyed this game. I don't know how I got introduced to this game, really. I think if I remember the game exchange where it is right now, you know how they used to have like rental games?
Yeah.
I think
they still do.
I don't know. I haven't been there in like forever.
Anyway, not the point of the story.
Oh, I already talked about the whole story.
Well, the story you were saying.
Oh,
What you were just saying.
Oh yeah, but that's what I feel about the game and what I like about it. But yeah, I think I was introduced to this game.
Also known the story of Ethan's life and video games.
Exactly. Is that, I think I rented this once from Game Exchange, and I don't know what possessed me to play it, but I just had a blast with it. It's one of those games that, it's not too short, it's not too long, it's just right there, and it doesn't overstay its welcome. And well, since Sir Daniel Fortesque never defeated Zarok pretty much has returned, I guess, from the underground or wherever he's been hiding for all these years, and now he's raising back the dead again. And of course, using his necromantic powers, he raises back Sir Daniel Fortesque, and we play as Sir Daniel Fortesque as a corpse.
Is this rated E?
Yeah, I think it's rated E for everyone.
Really?
Really?
I was not expecting that.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I guess back in the day they were pretty relaxed about this stuff.
I think it's rated.
Well-
Not too sure. I know there's blood in here, but it's animated blood, so I guess that's okay because we didn't have the E10 rating back then.
I'm gonna rock the Google right now.
Do it. Rock it. Rock it like
Yeah, I can't.
it's never been rocked before.
Yeah, just don't quote me on it. I think it's rated, but I don't know. I could
Too
be
late.
wrong.
We quoted you already.
We've been quoting you this entire time.
Really? So what the hell have you been doing?
You don't want to know.
You might want to know. But yep, since Zarok has been raising the dead and everything, he
So
didn't
what?
realize that Sir Daniel Fortesque also raised back. But this is having a flashback to the Battle of Gallowmere.
Where he died first.
Yep, there are the
I'm
arrows.
gonna be a total badass hero.
Yep,
Fuck.
yep, that was him. First in, first out.
Medieval rated T.
Okay.
Hey, look, he's the first Marine. And no, I don't mean that to be a mean thing towards Marines. Marines are awesome.
Oh, in real
It's
life.
just that whole
Oh.
their whole phrase is that the whole thing of where they go in first and they're the last ones to come out.
Yeah,
Just a reverse part. It's just first in, first out. Like,
Well-
you know, fuck it.
well, if you're going to video game Marines, yes, they don't get the They don't get the special treatment. But yeah, since Zarok has been raising the dead, he did not realize that he just raised back Daniel Fortesque. And pretty much throughout the whole story of...
Hold on. Would he actually give a shit? Because after all, he was the first thing to die. I'm pretty sure he didn't. Like, oh, shit, I accidentally revived this guy. He'd been like, huh, so this guy came back. Alright, I think I could deal with that.
You know, I don't think Zarok... Yeah, I don't know, because Zarok does find Sir Daniel Fortesque as a threat, but for some reason, I don't think he knows that he was the first one to die. I don't know how he does not know that Sir Daniel Fortesque, was the first one and then the first one out, but for some reason he still finds him as a threat.
It's probably because all the stories then of how people say, oh, Sir Daniel Fortesque was the whole thing behind the feet of the enemy. Crap.
Well, maybe there were probably stories previous that Daniel Fortesque did this and that. Maybe that's what Zarok is probably thinking of, and all the stuff that he's pretty much afraid of. But other than that, yeah, pretty much throughout Medieval, the whole purpose of here is to try to redeem yourself after the battle that took place like hundreds of years ago.
So was he
I
once
don't know if I want to
human?
be redeemed.
What'd you say, Chris?
Was he once human?
Yeah, of course. He was human, but now he's been dead for hundreds of years, dude. So now he's a corpse.
Oh.
And since Zarok is a necromancer, well, he raises the dead. And it wasn't his.
That bastard.
And it wasn't.
Is this based on a true story?
No, of course not.
Just kidding.
Unless you know a European country or city called Gallowmere, then I'll shut me up.
Hey, rock the
I'm
Google.
good.
You might
I'm
find
doing
something
it.
like in Transylvania right now.
Of course
How do you
are.
spell
A
that?
small city.
Gallowmere.
Yeah.
Do you know how to spell Gallow?
I haven't gone to school in so
G-A-L-O.
long, dude.
G-A-L-O.
G-A-L-O.
No, Gallow. Then
Oh, that Gallo. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. I was thinking of something completely different.
yeah. Then
Galloway?
no, Gallow. Then Mere.
M-E-R-E.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a city in Europe or something like that is called Gallowmere, but I doubt any of this shit happened.
Metal Gear.
All I get is medieval stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Giant pumpkin.
Well, you spoiled one part of the game. Nah, it's all good. We'll get to that part soon. I think in part.
Not like you spoiled other games so far.
Exactly. I've already spoiled a bunch of things. But how Medieval is that the game is an action adventure and platformer, as always.
Yeah, that kind of looks like a human version or a dead human version of the Minecraft zombies.
Well, they are zombies, that's for sure. But these zombies are pathetic. They literally, if you sometimes when they charge at you, sometimes they'll trip and fall on their faces. It's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yes, it's hilarious. It's a real knee.
Hilarious.
It's a real knee slapper. That's for sure. The whole point of each level is that you're trying to get to the end or trying to accomplish a certain goal.
Pretty much like any platformer.
Yeah. Well, in here, the only collectibles that you'll ever get is for killing enemies, because as you can see, or as it disappeared though, you probably saw that chalice icon. What that chalice icon is that you have to kill a bunch of enemies around here and they fill up your chalice. When your chalice reaches 100%, you can find this chalice that's actually right around to the left of me that I think I actually showed a couple seconds ago. And you pick it up and you are able to walk into the Hall of Heroes. The Hall of Heroes contain all the main heroes that helped you out in the Battle of Gallowmere a long time ago, who actually, did something.
And lived.
Yep, and yeah, actually they're dead. All of them are dead.
Well, of course, by now it's been hundreds of years, but they all lived after the battle.
Yeah, but there's statues of them, and the statues contain their spirits. When you give the chalice,
Is that a hand?
yeah, that's a hand. If you destroy the walking hand, you get like 1 piece of money for it, but that's it. That's all they're worth for. But
These guys use money.
well, you need money in here in order to buy ammunition or do special services, like when we get better weapons, like enchanting our sword and enchanting our magic shield and all that.
Why does this feel like an Oblivion game now?
I guess you could say it's like that, except it doesn't really have much RPG elements to it. But as I was saying about the hall,
Yeah, run into that wall.
yeah, exactly. Sorry to say, Chris, I think you were texting me while I was actually recording this.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
And this brings up our point of the day. Don't text and drive or text and game.
Don't text and record Medieval at the same time.
Don't text and play games.
It's okay, I do
still.
so many stupid things in Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh, we already know.
Well, we just thought
Yeah.
that's because you're stupid in general.
Fuck you.
We all know you dream of it.
Well, Chris, that's one thing I'll definitely agree with is that you're very reckless.
Because I like to get shit done fast. And that makes me mess up more.
Yep. Every time you see a green aura like that, that's pretty much where the exit is. But as I was going back to the Hall of Heroes contain, well, the heroes that actually helped you in the Battle of Gallowmere, and their spirits are in these statues. When you collect the chalice and complete the level, you'll be transported to the Hall of Heroes, and then each hero will give you a certain item of theirs to help you progress on your journey. It'll make it a whole lot easier. I mean, you can't do this game without the chalice. You can do a no chalice run of this game, but I don't know. I have done it before. It's very difficult, but it has been done. But the extra help always comes in nice, especially the better weapons you get later. Because right now I just have the small sword and the copper shield. It'll be better once we get the warhammer, the axe, the magic shield, and the magic sword.
Tread softly. Zarok awaits beyond.
And there's always these gargoyles here that always give you lip every single time, and they always tell you what's up ahead.
Okay, now it's just starting to become Fable.
What, the gargoyles?
Yes. The annoying ass gargoyles from Fable 2 or Fable 1. Can't remember which one. That, like, you're not a real adventurer, you fat little faggot or something.
I can't recollect the thought in my head right now because it's been forever.
They insult you.
Yeah. Well, I haven't played Fable in like forever.
Oh man, I can only imagine what I'm going to do when I record it. Fuck.
That'd
I
actually
swear to...
be fun to commentate on.
Yes, I will do nothing but hug people.
I played
Hug.
Fable 2 for about 10 minutes.
Fable 2 was alright. Fable 1 was great. Fable 3 actually was acceptable.
I've never played Fable 3, I've never played Fable 1, but I played Fable 2 for about 10 minutes.
Ah.
You
And I started
bastard.
going the bad way.
Yep. Well, we're introduced to our first hero, Kenny Tim.
Q-tip?
Canny Tim.
Oh, for some reason I heard.
Where the hell did Q-tip come from?
I have no idea.
They came from the great mind of Chris Pollet.
At least he said it was great.
At least I heard the word great.
Hey, I didn't mean great in that sense. I meant great retardation.
Doesn't matter. You said great.
Whatever, you said it. You can't take it back.
I never said I did. I just never finished.
Okay, well, Canny Tim was one of the archers in the battle, and he gave us our crossbow. This crossbow is nice, except it has great range and everything.
Shoot arrows.
Well, of course it shoots arrows. It's a crossbow. It has great.
Portals.
It's great for range and everything like that, and even some of the arrows ricochet off the walls. But the only problem with it, it's very weak.
That sucks.
Yep.
Can you lose it after time or?
Well, you'll lose ammunition, but you can always go to these blue gargoyle faces that you can buy more, and that's what the money comes in hand.
Okay, I get it.
So yeah.